Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Daytona International Speedway. We're here under the lights. It's time for the Twokinds 500, finally. Yeah, it's been a little over a month since the Nostalgia Energy Showdown was put on YouTube. And I'm just, it's been a while. We're doing 80 laps here, 37 drivers were able to qualify for this race, as that's how many are able to qualify for the field. 41 attempted to qualify, though. So, yeah. Few new things coming around and whatnot. Gonna actually have people actually failing to qualify. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Anyways, I guess we could take a look at the starting grid. On the pole is Alan Bledsoe, the second place finisher last season, alongside Hunter Kiro, the inaugural NAVRAR Racing Series champion. Row number 2 has the 5 of Jennifer Legacy, alongside the 82 of Zen Langthan. Row 3 has rookie Andrew Eckroth, alongside Darius Slide in number 7. Shin Arioko and Chase Carpenter make up row 4. Rounding out your top 10 is Asami Hononami and Super Speedway superstar Miles Leinhart. In row number 6 is Jacob Crago alongside returning driver John Mullen. Els Vaughn and Alana Cashel, another rookie, will make up the 7th row. Joseph Ernesto and Joy Ravenhurst make up row number 8. Ryan Vaughn and Cody Lamas, your defending champion, will be in row number 9, with Trace Legacy and Eugene Max making up row number 10. O'Hari and Brendan Berg will be in the 11th row. Alex Hawkins is alongside Dominic Cousins for row number 12. Tyler Blade Runner, another rookie, is alongside Joshua Michaels in 04 in row number 13. RJ Bishop is alongside Jackie Tang in row 14. Row 15 has Katia Manigan and another returning driver, Bourne. Bryce Riles goes alongside DJ McWhorter for row number 16. Bryce's teammate Kyle Corbett will be right behind him in row 17 alongside Cody Hayner. In row 18 is defending winner Paul Bledsoe alongside Natani Kaiser. And rounding out your field is Andrew Gorman in the 19th. Failing to qualify for the race is Emmanuel Harmet, Ariana Parks, Merrick Ishtar, and Julia Nguyen. So there you have it. It's going to be a long race, 80 laps around this 2.5 mile long tri-oval. So now we go tracksify for the command. There you see the cars rolling down pit road, or off pit road rather. So yeah, it's gonna be 200 miles here. As you see the cars rolling along. Down the back straightaway they go. I'm going to go ahead and cut to the start here. So, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Some things to watch out for is, well, the narrowness of the track. So, a lot of things that you got to watch out for here. As we get set to go, racing at about 200 miles an hour, or just shy of that. Here they come, off of turn number 4 now. The pace car pulls off. We're getting the season underway. Green flag is in the air. We're racing at Daytona. Alan Bledsoe with a huge start as they come down out of the tri-oval towards turn 1. Hunter Quiros shuffled out to the high line as now the first 5 cars down on the bottom managed to separate themselves. Here comes Jennifer Legacy now for the lead, down the back straightaway. Shinya Ryoko will go with her. It looks like either Hunter Kiro or the 7 caught the wall as they came out of the tri-oval. There we go. Okay. As it looks like Shinya Ryoko was the one to lead that lap that time by. Asami Hononami right behind him, with Craigo now looking down to take second, potentially. Joseph Anosto right behind him. Looks like already we're seeing the development of 2 separate packs of cars. Shinya Ryoko continues the lead, but here comes Joseph Anosto to the inside of Craigo now, with Ryan Vaughn in tow. Already, some of these guys who are mid-pack getting up to the front. 3 wide for second now as they go through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Trace Legacy to the inside of Ryan Vaughn now, with Mahari in tow. And Chase Carpenter right there, 4th in line on the bottom. Oh, Jennifer Legacy got in the wall there, it looked like. Oh, big wreck! Caution is out! And already, 4th lap, we have big troubles here at Daytona. Blade Runner's involved, Hayner's involved. Joseph Anesto has damage. It looks like Tycoon is on pit road. This is the race back to the stripe. DeMax is in second. Can DeMax take the lead? No, he'll have to settle for second, but Shinya Ryoko leads them back to the line. What happened, though? Something happened up farther back here in the pack. I saw that Paul Bledsoe was involved. Looks like it happened up farther up in field. It's either Ryan Vaughn or Joe Sifonesto that catches the wall. It looks like it was Joe, right at the end of the safer barrier there. And it just looks like Joe gets hooked by Sami Hononami there, because they run out of room. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Brendan Berg gets involved. John Mullen gets some damage. Here you see Sami drifting back up the track, as Paul Bledsoe has nowhere to go. He will receive damage as he hits, looks like a Nesto. Now, of course, these guys are sliding up back to the track, which means more cars will be involved here. Berg and Mullen looks like they're getting away. There you see Bledsoe basically getting knocked back across the track. Ooh. Brother Allen barely squeezing by. Hayner with a lot of damage to his front. Andrew Eckroth also just barely squeezing by. There's a damage that Tyler Blade Runner received. Keshiel's in it. Jackie Tang, I think, may have been in it. Lamas, your defending champion, looks like he was receiving a little bit of damage. Ooh, Caddy Manigan just barely squeaking by through the middle there. Now, as for these guys, they were on pit road already. Now, I saw a little bit, yeah, there you see right-hand side damage on the 7. 18 doesn't look like he has any damage, but he comes down pit road anyway alongside the 7. And of course you have the big wreck, so, and they're already on pit road by this time. So, it's hard to tell really what happened there fully. So already, a big wreck early on in this one, folks. We'll be right back. Already, we're getting ready to go racing. Kiro, Blade Runner, Paul Bledsoe, and Cody Hayner all retire from the race. Darius Leiden scored 1 lap down. The 18 of Quick Born with, I guess, his pit stop was able to actually get out, and now he's running 13th. So I guess a lot of people pitted or something like that. Off turn number 4 once again. Shin Arioko is your leader. He's been leading since the drop of the green flag. But how will that lap car of Darius Leiden work out either in his or not his favor, as the green flag is back out once again at Daytona? Looks like he's already going to clear Darius going into turn 1 here, so looks like Darius is going to hold up the field a little bit. Shin Orioko is going to pull away, as Mahari now cuts down to the bottom and Darius is knocked up to the high side. Actually, scratch the pulling away part. Max is right on Shin Orioko's bumper. And now pulls to the inside. Here comes Max for the lead. We had a car in the wall farther back. I believe that was the Ford Trace Legacy. No caution, however, DeMax didn't quite lead the lap. Mahari, however, will now try and take the lead from DeMax down the back straightaway with help from last place starter, Andrew Gorman. Jackie Tang pushing Gorman now, and Gorman now going for the lead. Here comes Tang down to the inside of Gorman, and Gorman leads the lap. Oh, Mahari in the wall a little bit. We stay going, we stay green. Jackie Tang's now in the lead. Here comes Quick Born to the inside, though. Quick Born started to deepen the field as well. Maybe, I don't know. I'm looking at my little quick guide for my starting grid to see where Quick Born started. 30th. So yeah, he started deep in the field. But here comes Chase Carpenter. Didn't start deep in the field. In fact, he started 8th. Oh, whoa! Lamas is around! Big wreck once again here at Daytona. John Mullen once again involved. Darius Leiden involved. Alex Hawkins. And Joshua Michaels also involved. Caddy and Manigan involved. Another big wreck at Daytona. This time involving defending champion Cody Lamas. We made it to lap 11 without a wreck. As Chase Carpenter was your leader at the line. Let's see what happened. Alright, here they are, coming into turn number 3. Cody Lamas isn't quite at the bottom. You see Kyle Corbett there to his inside. Cody just goes down, I guess, or Kyle drifted up. Couldn't really tell from that angle. But Lamas got hooked, and it starts this huge wreck. Arioko got some damage. Alan Bledsoe got some damage. Lamas' teammate, Legacy, is involved. Jennifer, that is. As you see Trace, her father, go by. Andrew Edcroft barely squeaking by. Same thing with Craigo. John Mullen, Kenny Manigan, Dominic Cousins. Not so lucky, I think. Oh no, Dominic Cousins actually got by that, somehow. There you see the 84 of DJ McWhorter involved in this one. So take another look at it. There you see Arioko in the wall after avoiding that one. It's probably the best view you'll get. They actually were 4 wide at Daytona. And there you see the contact and the resulting wreck. Michaels gets into Alan Bledsoe and Jennifer Legacy. Those up high, almost nowhere to go. I think Ryan Vaughn got a piece of that as well. Huge wreck, part 2 at Daytona. We're going to go on board with the 99 here. Yeah, it's hard to tell what exactly happened there. I don't know if the 48 came up, or down rather, and the 99 came up. Or I don't know if either one of those happened, or just one of those. It's hard to tell. As you can see, they're going 200 miles an hour plus. Gonna ride on board of the 69 here, Andrew Eckroth. Just Days of Thundering that shit right there. As there you see, the retired list has been added to. Lydon, McCorder, Hono Nami, Joshua Michaels, John Mullen, Alex Hawkins, Caddy Mannequin, Cody Lamas, Jennifer Legacy. Basically, everyone except for Alan Bledsoe and Kyle Corbett. Everyone who's involved in that wreck, except for those two drivers that I just mentioned a second ago, are basically out of this race. As it looks like we're getting a 1-to-go signal here. Yeah. So already 15 laps in of this 80-lap race, and already 2 big wrecks. So we come out of turn 4 once again. Your leader, Zen Langathan, 8082. A big super speedway star here. Now leading as the green flag is once again out. As Els Vaughn is now in second, right in front of the 3 of Miles Leinhart. As already several cars pulling away as Brendan Berg is slow to the start, by the looks of it. Looks like Joseph Inosta was also a little bit slow on the start. Your front 3 have pulled away already. Looks like there isn't enough cars on track for there to be real racing anymore. We are, after all, down to 24 of our 37 starters. As it looks like this big group up front has been caught up to, as Leinhart's now second. But not for long, here comes Chase Carpenter. He wants the lead back. But he's going to have to get through Zen Langathan to do it. And he's going to do it. Chase Carpenter to the lead here at Daytona. Bringing car 88 up front once again. With help from Elvis Vaughn and now Andrew Gorman. Started dead last, up to third. In fact, he was up here running, contending for the lead, even without the help of those wrecks. But of course, having less competition to have to worry about getting up front does help, but still, he's running up front. He's doing good. Jackie Tang's in fourth. I think they're going to try to take fifth away from Joy Ravenhurst. Haven't talked about Hurt much today. Tang, though, going for third, though. He doesn't want to settle for just the top 5. He wants the podium. Even though this is NAVRAR and we don't do those podium stuff. Never mind, Jackie Tang wants second. He may want the lead, too, but holy hell has Chase Carpenter pulled away. Meanwhile, farther back in the pack, Ryan Vaughn leads the second group of cars here. Never mind, it looks like it's going to be RJ Bishop once they head into turn 3. Alana Keshiel doing really well for her first race in this series. Alan Bledsoe, of course, involved with that most recent wreck back on lap 11. Or 12 or something like that. He's still running decently, Oh, I'm tired. And we see some good side-by-side racing up here for the towards the front of the second pack. Ravenhurst, meanwhile, has worked her way up to 4th with help from Zen Langthen. The top 3 are Carpenter, Tang, and Vaughn right there. When they cross the stripe, we will be 1/4 way done with this race. It's now the front pack with the exception of Ravenhurst and Langthen go single file. We are racing hard back here as Quickborn uses the apron to, I guess, not run into the back of Trace Legacy, as now Bourne is running on the apron once again. That's very dangerous. He will lose a few spots because of it, but we get away cleanly. Here comes Crago now, trying to get to the inside of Alan Bledsoe. For 10th by the looks of it. These guys are racing for the back end of the top 10. And I think we actually have a few stragglers. Yeah, Natani Kaiser, Joseph Ernesto, Brandon Berg way off pace. Less than a lap from going a lap down. Or less than half a lap from going a lap down. As Crago has now been kicked out to the outside. 3 wide now, with Alan Bledsoe and Alana Castile. Trace Legacy now up to 10th. Here comes Mahari. Couple of these cars in this pack right here do have damage from that wreck. Oh! Almost had another wreck right there. Looks like Legacy and Corbett got into the wall. Right in front of Craig right there. Let's take another look at that. Let's do it from our helicopter view. Oh, Crago also got in the wall alongside Corbett and Legacy. Legacy almost gets in at Eckroft, but thankfully, no one wrecks and we stay green. And it looks like Lionheart has lost the lead draft, and he will be gobbled up by this larger secondary pack. 201 compared to... Oh, these guys are just barely running underneath 200. These guys are actually running a little bit faster. No one has so far been able to challenge Chase Carpenter. That might change, though. They're coming up on the lapped car, Brendan Berg. Well, not lapped quite yet, but he's pretty much all but lapped at this point. Might as well be lapped with as slow as he's going, and he will be here in at least a lap. Zakroth now leads the secondary pack. Lionheart sent reeling to the back. Well, maybe not. Brendan Berg is just holding up to Max. Can Jackie Tank take second from Zen Langthen? Can Zen Langthen retake the lead? Now this big pack has to deal with Brendan Berg. And big pack it is. They're 3 wide now, further towards the back. Here comes Kyle Corbett to the inside of Alan Bledsoe, but Alan Bledsoe cuts him off. This time Alan had more room than Llama's. So, not a big wreck there. And now, of course, these guys have to dart and weave around the 41. They have to figure out a way, and now 41 is going to get sucker punched to the middle. Maybe. No, he's going to hold up the inside line. This is not good for everyone back here, who is already going slow enough as it is. And Tang and Evelsvaughn have taken over second and third respectively, with Zen lengthened back in second. As now RJ Bishop goes to the inside of Andrew Aykroyd for 7th, I believe it is. It's the early morning, folks. I'm tired, so. Well, not early morning. It's almost noon, but at least at the time of this recording. But looks like some of these guys have gone around. Oh, everyone has gone around the 41 now. They just need to regroup. As looks like Eckroth got around Bishop. Now Bishop's going to try to get back around Eckroth. Of course, if these guys race side by side. Why am I yawning so much, goddammit? Anyways, but with these guys racing side by side, they're going to all regroup back up. Hopefully be able to race fast enough to get back up to that big pack. Because they're 9 seconds back from it. It looks like Ravenhurst is going to lose the lead draft into Max soon to follow. It's just going to be these front 4. After 2 early wrecks, things have settled down somewhat here at Daytona. It's now Kaiser and Onesto. A little over a quarter of a lap away from being a lap down. And oh yeah, Ravenhurst has definitely lost the lead draft. In fact, she's closer to the second pack than she is the lead pack at this point. Lead pack continues to lose traction on these front 4 who are all working pretty much together. It looks like the Max has now lost the lead draft. Ravenhurst is going 10 miles an hour slower than this lead pack. How will that fare for them? She doesn't have damage. She doesn't have much damage, if any, I mean. Bishop continues to lead this pack. Oh, god damn it! Me, quit yawning! Anyways, looks like Eckroth got a chunk of the wall. These guys slowed up in enough time to get Raven to get right up in front of them, so there's that, but they all got stacked up here. Ravenhurst still going slower than the rest of this field. The Max has officially lost the lead draft, and looks like the 10 is going to be next. Corbett jumps out to the inside of Keschel. Thinks better of it, but his teammate trying to get to the inside of Arioko. Corbett, of course, with damage from an earlier wreck, which he and Cody Lamas made contact, resulting in the big one, part 2. Langthen now trying to make something interesting happening up here up front, as he gets to the inside of Jackie Tang. These guys may or may not get slowed up by Kaiser, Berg, and Onesto. Berg will be the first one to get... Berg will be the first one these guys will catch up to, as Berg catching some draft off of Onesto and Kaiser there. And Berg simultaneously holds up everybody, and this allows Chase Carpenter to get up to Kaiser, but Kaiser looks like she's going to hold up the 88. So this pack's starting to spread out. DeMax has been caught by this pack, as now we have a little bit of a larger lead pack, as we are closing in on halfway at this racetrack, in this race. The 88 of Chase Carpenter has a huge lead, as now Tang and Langthen trying to run him back down. Oh, pit stops. Pit stops are happening. This could be interesting. Who is going to pit from this lead pack? Contact, but no one's pitting. Onesto, Evels, Vaughn, and Zen Langthen in. It's Tang and Carpenter now, with well over a huge enough lead. Mahari's now leading this pack, but here comes Berg now, being reeled in by this pack very quickly. These guys are pitting with just under halfway. I don't think these guys can make it the rest of the way. Here comes Lionheart to pit, but that's it. Oh, we have contact further in the pack, but we all keep it straight and we all keep it going. As now Bishop and Keschel just pass everybody on the apron. And yes, that is allowed in NAVRAR. It is the expand the room rule. Basically, and it's been around since Season 1, but it hasn't come into play in Season 1. Basically, if you run out of physical racing room, and you literally have nowhere to go on a super speedway, you are allowed to use the apron without penalty. Though there are special conditions to apply to this. Berg pits from 2 laps down in 24th. No one else has pitted, as the 82 and 10 are now not necessarily right in front of the leaders, but far enough in front of the leaders that it matters. Looks like the 3 cars actually a lap down. 88 and 81 still not pitting. Who pits from the second pack? Crago's coming down pit road now. Legacy does not pit. Craig was the only one on pit road this time by. Tang has taken the lead. Jackie Tang leads at Daytona, but here comes Chase Carpenter. Jackie Tang tries to block, can't throw the block. Jackie Tang thought he could lead a lap, couldn't because Chase Carpenter got back around him, but he was close. That deserves a merit on its own. Who pits from the second pack? Nobody. As now the second pack reaches Brandenburg once again. These guys are trying to run down the other two. Not sure if it's going to work. As now they come down pit road. This time by. Who pits from the lead pack? Bledsoe, DeMax, a whole bunch of guys. Being led by those two names that I said. We're hearing there is some debris off of the 41 car of Brandenburg. So caution will come out this time by, as in the middle of green flag pit stops.
Caution is out. Get your hand up. Roll out of the throttle. But leaders on pit road, buddy.
So how will things cycle out here? As, holy crap, Dominic Cousins just flies around to Max. As these guys all get held up by the pace car. And the two cars being scored as the leader as they come across the stripe. As the Max is trying to find a way around the pace car, despite, being able to drive literally through it, considering the pace car is a ghost in this game. That's right, I'm breaking the motherfucking fourth wall, as if the name of this league doesn't do that enough. Seriously, the VR is virtual reality in NAVRAR. The name of the league itself breaks the fourth wall. I'm not kidding. As now, those drivers out of the way, we now have pit stops once again. The 2, the 47, the 14, the 19, 78, and the 4 all come down pit road. As these guys now all try and catch up. And we'll try and get caught up. We'll be updated with the standings here in a second. So you see Kaiser leaving pit road now. Chase Carpenter once again the leader. Jackie taking second, Ellis Vaughn third, Zan Lincoln fourth. Dominic Cousins is in fifth, and we have 4 lapped cars in front of all these guys. Two of which are no longer allowed down, considering they are now parked next to the guy who isn't the leader. So, 3 cautions so far. This is going to get interesting, folks. So, buckle up and hang on. Craigo, literally the last car on the lead lap now. Sucks to be him, I guess. Running 21st. Or, yeah, no, 23rd, actually. Unofficially. Officially, he's 21st, according to our scoring monitor. But then again, our scoring monitor only goes lap by lap, not live scoring, so. Off turn number 4 into the trial, and we're racing once again at Daytona. Berg immediately holds that inside line up. 4 wide, oh crap, big wreck! Caution, back, caution's not out? No caution? No caution? No caution? What? 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 I am at a loss for words, people. I really am. We just had a wreck and the caution did not come out. Langton takes the lead. Lightheart's now second. Chase Carpenter stuck on the high side. Let's take a replay. Let's look at the replay of that. Why don't we? Actually, I'm red flag this race. I don't want to miss any of the action on track. I'm going to take a look at this replay and figure out what the fuck just happened. Oh. Janky Ting basically said, nope, you're not getting by me. Oh crap, I'm spinning out. These guys like not get sideways enough for the caution to come out? Oh no, Ellis Vaughn got sideways enough for the caution to come out. However, because he was so far towards the back of the pack and everybody has already passed him, the caution didn't come out. I see what happened now. As now, Lionheart finally takes the first time today. This game. Enter 2003, you never fail to disappoint. Demax takes the apron route as Lionheart continues to lead, but here comes a lot of catch. Holy crap, where did she come from? The rookie! She's now leading this race. Here comes Andrew Egroth, another rookie. Right behind her. What is this? Holy crap! Rookies are leading the Twokinds 500! That's awesome! Gorman also in third. I think. Yeah! He is! Holy crap! Now he's going to try to take second from Andrew Egroth. Chase Carpenter trying to find a round. Sorry, stumbling over my words. He's trying to find a way around all these rookies. Can't. Now here comes the lap car quick born now to take third in line, but not third on track. Gorman now shoved up to the high side. Here comes Ryan Vaughn. He's on the lead lap. Sorry, this game sometimes produces crazy and fun moments, and that's one of the reasons why I like this game. Or one of the reasons why I like this game. Is because no matter what happens, it's still fun in the end. No matter how frustrated you can get. So, hey, if it produces a wreck that doesn't call for a caution, then, hey, it happens. I'm not going to redo this entire race because of that. Unless the cautions were turned off. As you probably if you didn't watch that blooper. Cashel is kicked up to the high side. Here comes Alan Bledsoe. Potentially trying to avenge his fallen brother. Earlier in this race, Paul Bledsoe was involved in a wreck and retired from the race. Paul, of course, is your defending race winner. And I believe that was the same wreck that your defending champion Cody Longos was in. Or was it the first wreck? I forget. Either way, Alan quickly loses the lead, and now Miles Lionheart is in the lead. Why am I forgetting names? It is early in the season, so. Anyways, but Lionheart leads, Gorman second, Bishop third. I think. I could be wrong. Let's find out. I was wrong. Bishop is nowhere near the lead. DeMax is in third, though. Not for long, as he's going to take second. Carpenter's managed to find his way back to the bottom. Again. Max is now in second. He's going to try and go for the lead here, but he got to get around Miles Lionheart and RJ Bishop in order to do it. As Bahari, she's now in third. Catbuck Sorceress herself, as she's going to try and take second from Max. This is a big group of cars, as Onesto comes off of pit road suddenly. It's like suddenly, Onesto. As we have several cars that are just barely scraping by, just trying to finish this race. We have this big group of cars. Lionheart continues to lead. Can he win this race potentially? As here comes Ekroth once again. Being pushed by Alan Bledsoe. Alana Kestrel found her way back to the bottom, and now she's in fourth. Quickborn is a lap down. Here comes Andrew Ekroth now for the lead. Being pushed by fellow rookie Alana Kestrel. As we're closing in on the 3/4 mark of this race. Ekroth goes high as Kestrel goes low. Meanwhile, Quickborn's going in the middle. That's not going to work. Especially when Ekroth and Lionheart both get kicked way out to the high side, making it 3 wide. Whoa! Lionheart catches the wall, coming out 4. Kestrel's going to lead another lap. Ryan Vaughn is once again in second. As Bishop is a lap down? 2 laps down. Okay. Where did Dominic Cousins come from? He's up there in third. Alan Bledsoe, of course, still in fourth, as the 82 gets shuffled back to fifth. Uh-oh, Kestrel's in trouble. She got shuffled up to the high side, and we got a lot of traffic coming up. It's Berg. Ryan Vaughn, I believe, leads his first lap of this race. Or gets his first lap led. Oh, and he gets held up by the 41. Dominic Cousins is probably going to lead his first ever lap led. That made no sense whatsoever grammatically. I have no idea. He's going to be able to lead. He's going to win his first bonus point for leading a lap, potentially, if Alan Bledsoe doesn't get around him. Alan Bledsoe's going to get around him. Never mind. Actually, I think Don Cousins has led laps in the past, but here comes Andrew Gorman, who's going to lead lap! I don't know why I said that quickly, but Bledsoe gets the lap led. Gorman gets it after exiting the tribal, but here comes Mahari now. We actually have racing now for the lead. After what, a 15 lap stint without 25 laps, something like that, stint without much at all. Man, thank you, Brandenburg, for dropping that debris. Because now we actually have racing. With 23 to go. As Ekroth is pitting. Is that a sign these guys cannot make it to the end? Did he have an issue? Only time will tell. Krago is now exiting pit road. Maybe these guys cannot make it to the end. Maybe these guys are short pitting in hopes of a caution. Or not a caution, in hopes that we stay green and these guys don't come around and they're hoping that these guys pit, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to... Personally, I have an issue where I try to overcomplicate things because that's how my brain thinks. I need to stop doing that, as you see Corbett and I believe Tang leaving pit road. Yep. So I apologize if I overcomplicate things and I just hit my mic with my thumb. That said, we're at 21 to go. We're approaching the 3/4 mark of this race. Zen Langathan is going to try to pass Miles Leinhardt for the lead, and he's going to do it because of the way the I-9 and the LP lines work for this racetrack. As we are 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Gorman's coming down pit road. I see contact somewhere. 78 is now in second. Langthan is now in the lead. But for how long? 20 to go at Daytona. Also, something also not as random, but as random as what I was just mentioning. You see these grandstands? Yeah. Oops. I tried replacing them with James 76's 2016 grandstands that he recently released. Except Sandbox wasn't opening up the track correctly. It wasn't loading any of the trackside objects, and 3D Simad 2 was corrupting the PTF file every time that I tried to save it. So I gave up and said, fuck it, I'm going to wait until FSC releases their 2016 Daytona in order to have a proper 2016 Daytona. That said, here comes Lionheart for the lead. Once again, pushing Jacob Crago back up to 1 lap down, I believe. Yep. Thank you, Lionheart. Screw you, Lionheart. Lionheart kicks Jacob back up to the outside, kicking Lionheart all the way up to the 3 wide mark. And now... if you aren't having fun with this game, then I don't know what to tell you. However, Keshiel now will take the lead with Alan Bledsoe in tow. Of course, Keshiel running a Honda, Bledsoe running a Chevrolet, Cousins running a Chevrolet, but it's an Impala instead of an SS. Quick Born there in the 18 is running a Pontiac. We got a Scion with the 78 of Mahari and the 82 of Langathan. And a 78. And of course we've got the Dodge Dart with Crago. So we've got almost everybody up there. We just need the Ford. Which the first Ford in this race is Corbett? No. Tang? Yeah, Tang. But he's a lap down. All the Fords are at least one lap down. Holy crap! That is surprising. But at the same time, not surprising. Why is it not surprising, but surprising at the same time? I don't know. 16 laps to go here at Daytona. I can't use my quick concussion because I already used it. Oh well. But, I'm kidding, of course, people. I'm kidding. Lana Cashiel has a very, very large lead. As our Super Speedway Superstars pit. These guys cannot make it the rest of the way. It's going to be a matter of who will be able either A, make it the rest of the way, or B, have the best pit strategy here. By the looks of it. Who pits? These guys are, of course, singing the infamous song, "Do I stay or do I pit now?" That was a joke, people. Laugh, goddammit. Anyways, but Quickborn, a lap car, and Craigo, another lap car, separate Alana Keshiel, the leader, from second place and third place, Dominic Cousins and Mahara, respectively. Oh, almost had Alan Bledsoe and Mahara in there. And, of course, they're going to have Brendan Berg to deal with once again. Of course. It's nothing against Berg, it's just, he's running so slowly, I'm surprised he's still on track. As Keshiel will now get a huge lead, because Berg decided to hold everyone up once again. Alan Bledsoe will take second. These guys are all running for position. Not everybody is running for position, but there's like a small group of positioners here. Holy crap. Langton got a huge lead on Lionheart. So that's going to be huge once these guys all pit. As Keshiel's lead has been shrunken. Assuming these guys can all make it, they got 12 laps to do it. I don't think they can, though. Arioko's trying to regain the lead, though. He has help from Mahari. Another Scion. And Arioko, for the first time in forever, will let it go and take the lead. No, he will take the lead and then let it go. That's right. That's the correct order. Sorry. I'm very sorry for that terrible, terrible, terrible Frozen joke. I will not make another one again. No promises on that, though. Alan Bledsoe now has the lead. Keshiel's now pushing him. Keshiel thought about making it 3 wide. Keshiel thought better. Lana Keshiel, that is. Keshiel isn't her first name. Alana is her first name. But Keshiel is her last name. As now Bledsoe... Yes, Bledsoe and Cousins pit. Handed in the lead to Mahari. For now. As Keshiel's going to take it coming out of the tri-oval. 10 to go. Can Keshiel, Mahari, and or the 78 make it? If not, they've got Vaughn and DeMax to deal with. I believe Vaughn and Max have pitted. Maybe, maybe not. I have no idea, to be honest. Carpenter also pitted that lap. As Keshiel and Mahari pit. The 78 has stayed out. Oh, DeMax is pitted. Vaughn can't make it the rest of the way. Does the 78 pit then? Because he pretty much only has the 2 to worry about. If not, he also has the 47, the 81, and the 99. Maybe just the 47. I could be wrong. Yeah, just the 47 from this group. And no, he pits. Vaughn pits. I think Ravenhurst is pitting. Ravenhurst is pitting. These guys are pulling back up on track in front of the 11 and the 24. Oh, almost contact there. I don't know how Mahari is going faster than Keshiel. Here comes the 78 now, trying to get up to speed before the 71, 11, 24, and 31 get to him. He's going to fail miserably, though. But who will be leading the race? As you see, Kaiser on pit road. 78 trying to get in front of 31, can't quite do it. I think this is the rest of the lead group right here. Mahari leading this race. Dominic Cousins second. Alan Bledsoe third. I don't think the 78 and the 31 have enough speed to get up to these three. We just got 7 to go left in this race. Well, maybe they might have enough speed if, a lapped car holds up these three. Thankfully for the front three, Elveswan does not hold them up. And the next lapped cars are these two. So I don't know, they got a big packed cars barreling down on them as well. Here comes Dominic Cousins to the inside of Mahari. Alan Bledsoe's choosing to go with Mahari, though. Who, because of the draft, is staying tough on the high side. Mahari now pulling away because of Dominic Cousins and Alan Bledsoe being side by side. And what did I tell you about a big pack barreling down on them? It is a 3-man, or car race rather, as Mahari is trying to win the biggest race of her life right now. But here comes Dominic Cousins to the inside. This time Mahari has no help. Dominic Cousins will now go to the inside and pass Mahari for the lead off turn number 2 with 5 laps to go. Alan Bledsoe taking advantage. Can Bledsoe win the Twokinds 500 and follow in his brother's footstep after being bridesmaid last year? Might as well be last year because I did Twokinds 500 for Season 1 in June of 2015 while I'm doing Twokinds 500 in October of 2016, so over a year ago. Should have done Twokinds 500 back earlier this year, oh well. Alan Bledsoe getting past to the inside of Mahari though. Dominic Cousins is enjoying what he's seeing in his mirror with the side-by-side racing. He's no longer enjoying seeing the single-file racing now. 4 to go. I'm not sure this pack has enough speed to get up to these guys, considering the fact that these guys are all going 2 miles an hour faster. Mahari will retake the lead off of turn number 4. Here comes Alan Bledsoe now. He will take second at the line. What's nice is that Ellsvon has been able to hold strong. But now here comes Brendan Berg up, and Mahari almost gets held up by him. Oh! Almost contact. These guys are held up by Brendan Berg. This is going to allow this pack to barrel down on the lead pack with 3 to go. Cousins held up by Berg. Or continues to get held up by Berg. Mahari and Bledsoe break away now. Of course, this pack has to get through Berg as well, so may or may not be dependent on it. This 3-person race may have just turned into a 2-person race. Potentially. Less than 2 laps to go here at Daytona now. Can Alan Bledsoe get up to Mahari and pass her for the lead? Dominic Cousins trying to make it a 3-man race once again, and he will as they go through turns 3 and 4. Berg has wreaked havoc on this pack. They will not be in this for the win. They're racing for 4th. Coming to the white flag, Mahari has 1 lap to go here at Daytona. Cousins to the inside of Bledsoe as they come out of the tri-oval and into turn number 1. Is Cousins too far back? They go down the back straightaway for the final time. Cousins pulls out. He's to the inside. Side by side off of turn number 4. Or through turn 4 rather. Off of turn 4, here they come. Cousins has the lead. It'll be Dominic Cousins at Daytona. With a great pass in the final turn. Alan Bledsoe, bridesmaid once again, as he finishes 2nd. Mahari 3rd. Andrew Gorman 4th. And Chase Carpenter in 5th. As we wait for these slow fucks to finish the race. There we go. Well, I guess that's one way to kick off the season. Dominic Cousins with a great move coming to the white flag, getting around Alan Bledsoe off the tri-oval and into turn number 1. And then down the back straightaway with a run is able to get around Mahari. Alan Bledsoe able to snipe Mahari for 2nd at the line. Like I said, Gorman and Carpenter finished 4th and 5th, as you can see here. Alana Kestrel, Shin Arioko, Eugene DeMax, Zen Langton, and Miles Lionheart round out your top 10. And there's the rest of your results. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If this is the first NAVRAR race you have watched and you're interested in participating in this mostly exciting league, go ahead and contact me on Facebook. If you're already part of this league, then You don't need to do that. If this is the first video you've seen from me, then I guess, well, no, nope, nope. I'm not going to jump into that YouTube thing. I'm not going to say comment, rate, subscribe, even though I want you to. I'm not going to say that, because I know that helps deter people away more than it does help actually do that. I'm going to leave it up to you whether or not you want to do that. Well, I do appreciate it if you would. You don't have to if you don't want to. I couldn't stop you even if you... Or I couldn't force you to do it even if I wanted to. So, that said, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you at the next race.